Hello there everybody, welcome back to the channel. Dodgy Gamer here, bringing you another little international mini-series. Don't forget this is your one-stop shop for all things international management on FM21. We've got Let's Plays, we've got guides, we've got experiments. So if that's your kind of thing, you want to learn more about international management, then go ahead, do me a favour, hit that subscribe button, click on the notification bell so you know whenever a new video goes live. Now, little disclaimer, I do say I'm the one-stop shop for international management, but just thinking about it, I haven't actually won a trophy, an international trophy, since Football Manager 2018, I think, when we won the Solidarity Cup with the Maldives. We've been close since then. We got within a penalty kick last year with the Cayman Islands of winning the Gold Cup. We got Andorra promoted in the Nations League, but that doesn't really count. So we need something a little bit easier to go for today, a little bit simpler, something as easy as ABCS. Yes, that's right, the ABCS football tournament. What is the ABCS football tournament? Why have you never heard of it before? Well, probably because it's quite an obscure little tournament between four tiny nations in the footballing world from the Caribbean who play off against each other. I'll just explain to you what it is fairly quickly. It's very simply A for Aruba, B for Bonaire, C for Curacao, and S for Suriname. Four teams that come together on a fairly regular basis to play a very simple tournament. They pair up into semi-final matches, winners through to the final, losers into the third place game, and that is that. 2 matches and your tournament is done. Don't forget, this is a tournament that is not actually in the base game. It's not in the vanilla version of Football Manager. This is something I created in the editor and is part of my international competitions collection. So if you're interested in playing this as well, there's links in the description to my Steam workshop and also to a MediaFire file in case you're not a Steam user. So anyway, why do these particular 4 nations come together? Well, these are all nations that have former ties to the Netherlands. They were Dutch colonies at one period in history, and they maintain close cultural ties, and they come together and play this tournament. Now, why have I chosen Curacao? Now, you might think it's because Curacao are the team ranked 80th in the world, whereas the other teams in the competition, Bonaire, are not even a full member of FIFA. Aruba are one of the lowest ranked teams in the world at 198th, and that Suriname are not that hot either at 140th. You might think I'm after an easy win after not having won an international tournament since Football Manager 2018. Oh, no. Of course, the reason I've chosen Curacao is because this year's tournament is the centenary event for the Curacao FA. They were founded in 1921, so to honour the Curacao FA, I am taking charge of Curacao, and that's the only reason, honestly. So anyway, as we said, these teams have close cultural and historical ties to the Netherlands, and you can see that reflected in the squads as well. So in our squad, we've got players from clubs like PSV, RKC, NAC Breda, Cambuur. We've got Venlo here as well, NEC, so lots of representation for those Dutch clubs. We've also got quite a cosmopolitan feel to this team, though. We've got players out in Cyprus at Apollon Limassol, Belgium, of course, a player at Hearts. We've got players out in Saudi Arabia, the UAE. We've even got players at Perth Glory in the A-League, players in the United States, so they do get around a bit, these guys. One player you might recognise if you're a regular viewer of the channel and you've been watching Breaking the Big Three with Santa Clara. Kenji Gure starts the game at Nacional de Madeira. Of course, I signed him to my Santa Clara team. If you're wondering what's going on with the Santa Clara save, by the way, I'll have an update for you later in the week. But yeah, he's a decent player. He's got the flair. We know he can score goals. He can do a good job in those attacking midfield positions. So it'll be fun to work with him in the international setting. Huddersfield fans might recognise Juninho Bacuna. Wow, that's an interesting hair colour. I'm sure if you'd seen him play, you'd definitely recognise that. Only 23 years old, but decent all-round player. Lots of nice yellow in there. Looks like he'll be a good addition to our midfield. Probably look to play him in central midfield. He's a player who's come through from Groningen, Huddersfield. Wow. I completely forgot that Huddersfield were in the Premier League just a couple of seasons ago. It's like it never happened. And always good to have something like this, of course. We've got the Bacuna brothers. So Leandro Bacuna, brother of Juninho, player at Cardiff. He's in the squad as well. They do also have another brother, I noticed, Johnson Bacuna. He's getting on a bit, though, at 35, so we're probably not going to call him up. But it's in goal where we really get the special talent and the special names. Now, never mind Zeus de la Paz. That is a fantastic name. But we've got this guy, Eloy Room, who is at Columbus Crew in the States. He looks like a decent player as well. He's been long career at Vitesse, went over to PSV. I guess he was a backup keeper there. And he's been fairly regular for Columbus as well. So he's going to add some good depth and experience to our team. So yeah, the draw's been made. We've got Bonaire, but I guess they're a little bit of an unknown quantity as an unranked team. They do compete in CONCACAF tournaments. I guess they're not going to be that great as they've only got a population of 17.4 thousand. But yeah, they don't really seem to have any players that many at the Dutch clubs, I suppose. Lots of players in their own local league. So hopefully, this is going to be fairly easy. Or is those famous last words again? Alright, so we've fast forwarded to match day. We're heavy favourites for the clash with Bonaire. The Bonaire manager, Chris de Berg, is talking about lots of pressure being on me, but, the pressure's all on him. He knows that they've got to work miracles to get a result. So we see the first semi-final's already been played. Suriname beating Aruba 2-1, so potential opponents waiting for us in the final there. So can we do it? Come on, do you think we can finally make progress in an international tournament here, get a trophy? If you do, go down in the comments now, pause the video, go down in the comments, right? As easy as ABC. As easy as ABC if you think we're going to win it. Well, this is how we're lining up. Classic formation. I keep thinking I should use another formation, but when I looked at the players I've got, I mean, this just works. We've got room for this guy in goal. We've got Lachman Martina, Gary Maria in the back four. The Bacuna brothers form the central midfield partnership. Gure, I'm playing centrally, so because Kouas is really good as an inside forward, so we're going to play him there. Castania on the left, and Roberta, Nigel Roberta, just to give him his full on name, is up front. Well, here we go. The teams come out. They're lining up for this huge game, ABCS tournament. I mean, honestly, I've said it before, I'll say it again. Where else on YouTube are you going to see Football Manager content like this? Two mighty nations like Curacao and Bonaire clashing in such a key game. And just for that, go and hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Let's get that road to 1K on. Anyway, first action of the evening here. Bonaire trying a long ball, desperation kicking in already. It's the Bacuna brothers linking up nicely in the middle of the park. They're playing Kouas's cut inside Roberto. Gure, what's he going to do? He plays in Bacuna. Bacuna beats his man. Is he going to get in a little cross here? Come on, Bacuna. Gary now. We're going for the patient build-up. Out to Castania. Castanets. Shoots wide. Okay, here comes Castania again. He's got options in front of him. He plays in Roberta. Roberta takes on the defence by himself and shoots just wide. I mean, we've had lots of shots, but not much stuff on target yet, so that's something to look at. Okay, Lechman bringing the ball out of defence. Gary plays one over the top. Roberta's behind the defence. He shoots, he scores. Nigel Roberta scores the goal. Yes, get in. We're 1-0 up. We're there. Halfway, living on a prayer, all that kind of stuff. We are on our way to this ABCS final, potentially. I know I've tempted fate in the past, but I don't think you can really tempt fate against Bonaire. It's just not doable. Here comes Bacuna with the free kick, Out to Roberta, off the post, and how did we miss that rebound? I've got no idea. Okay, another chance to add a goal before half-time here. It's been all one-way traffic for Curacao so far. Bakuna gets it out to Gary. Gary set up that first goal. Is he going to set up another one here? Oh, he wins as a corner. All right, we'll take it. We'll take it. We are literally taking it right now. Bakuna whips it to Castanier. It looks like Bonaire are going for the break, but no. All right, then we've pleased the home crowd there. We're 1-0 up at half-time. Haven't allowed a sniff at goal for Bonaire. They've barely even been in our half. No changes made, no changes needed at the end of that first half. Can we get an early goal here? Let's see what we can do. Kouas picks up the ball from the corner. Is he going to get the cross in? He's taken it down to the byline. Plays it back to Maria. Martina Gure. Come on, Maria. Tia Maria, whip it in. Gure, get that ball across. Bakuna with the shot. Oh, was that a save? Was that off the post? They've got a player called Coffee. Okay, here's the coffee. So they've got a coffee and a coffee, if that makes sense. Anyway, it looks like Bonaire. Are they actually going to have an attack here? Well, no, they're not. Roberta with the quick break. Oh, he beats his man. Come on, Roberta, get that second goal. Oh, lovely, lovely. I love that. I love that kind of stuff in FM21. In past games, they would just blast it, but I love those little dinks that they're doing these days. Absolutely fantastic stuff. We are well on our way to that showdown with Suriname. Well played, Roberta. Right then, goal kick for Bonaire here. Let's see if we can get our heads on this. We do. Roberta's picked it up. Is he going to work his magic again? Oh, he gets brought down by Coffee. Coffee, is he going to... No, he gets away with just a ticking off from the referee. Here we go, Bakuna now with the free kick into Latchman. Latchman gets the third goal. We are rampant indeed. Fantastic stuff. 3-0 up. Cruising. Well, we're definitely doing a better job in the second half with shots on target, as you can see. We've had about a third of our shots on target now. Let's see if we can add a fourth goal here. It's a familiar pattern. A clearance out of defence by Bonaire. We pick the ball up on the halfway line and we launch an attack. Now, they're trying to get cheeky and launch a counter-attack, but we've picked it up again. We've let them come a bit closer to our box this time. But anyway, Bakuna plays it out to Klinje, I think his name is, who's just come on as a substitute. Let's see, back to Bakuna. Coffee. Ooh, come on, ref. You've been a bit lenient there. Gary, come on. Is that a penalty? Oh, yes, it is. Roberta with the chance for a hat-trick. A little bit harsh, right on the edge of the area, but yes, Roberta. 3 goals, hat-trick for Roberta. 4-0 up. All right, here comes Gary coming into the Bonaire half. Again, picking it up on the halfway line. Oh, that's going to be red. Eustacia. Silly challenge. Needless second yellow card. Marnix Eustacia. Fantastic names. Fantastic names coming up in this series already. Right, we've made our final substitution, taken Roberta off, brought on Janga in his place, just to keep Roberta fresh for that final, which is coming up in just a couple of days. Into the final 5 minutes. The game's been pretty dead since the red card. I think Bonaire are just trying to avoid complete and total humiliation at this point. The clock's running down. Come on, ref, blow the whistle. Put them out of their misery. Indeed, he does. A comfortable win for us in the end. We did let them have a shot eventually. We let them have that 0.01 XG. But at the end of the day, that was our game. A good win. And we are through to the final. There you go, Curacao. Make a winning start. I tempted fate, and fate we beat it off as we got that 4-0 win. Roberta on form, and it's going to be Suriname in the final. So there you go, confirmation of that final match. Now that's going to be the next episode, and the final episode in this miniest of mini-series, and I hope you will join me for it. Let me know in the comment section what you think of our performance today against Bonaire and what you think of our chances of winning the trophy in the final. I do hope you've enjoyed it and you enjoyed the concept of this Postcards series. We will be doing more of these, so next week we'll be picking a new tournament, a new nation, and going for it with them. So do let me know down in the comments what you think. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. I'm Dodgy Gamer, and I'll see you for the final.